Alright, the title of this video, we're going to call it Quant or Quack. The reason I'm doing a part 2 follow-up to No Snakes Alive is because I got so many questions and comments and private messages and emails and things regarding a series of videos I've been doing, and I have so much information to get out, and I don't know how long it's going to take to really get this stuff out, so it seems like there's something new every day that comes out. Let me just start off by saying this though. My goal and my mission is not to embarrass or humiliate anybody. My mission is not to call people out. I don't wish to do that. I don't need to do that. I don't need to embarrass people or do any of that. But I will say this. If I have to, I will. Most of the mainstream media people that we all know, a lot of the so-called experts that are very, very well respected by a lot of people, they are commonly and routinely heard on several different radio stations and radio affiliates, and some of them are seen on television. Some of them you've probably spent thousands of dollars of your hard-earned money sending it to them. Some of you have bought their books and CDs and tapes. Some of you have attended their chat rooms and their private channels. Some of you have read their blogs. Some of you have even spent big money traveling abroad to exotic vacation spots where they hold these lavish seminars. Some of you have even went into their trading rooms and you've plopped down huge sums of money only to realize that at the end of the day you spent $100,000 of your hard-earned money and you have absolutely nothing to show for it. So what I'm going to attempt to do in these next few videos is expose the chicanery, the falsehood, the foolishness, and the absurdity of the business side of Wall Street. I'm going to do the very best I can to make this simple, painless, and understandable, so that at the end of these videos there will be no doubt that you get it. And then after that, I'm not going to do any more videos on the subject. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to let my videos and my track record and my performance and my blog and my recommendations and all of that speak for me. I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for me. I can only tell you what I'm going to do. There is no format to this. I don't have a script. I'm just speaking to you from my heart. I'm going to tell you about where I've been, what I've done, past experiences, people I've met, people I know personally, people I have spent time with, people I've talked to on the phone, my peers that I've worked with. The only thing that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to mention names. However, I could, if I wanted to, put out names of people on blast along with their phone numbers and address and documents and deleted websites and old, outdated, past prospectuses. I can do a lot of things. I can bring the whole system down if I wanted to, but why would I do that? That would defeat my purpose. So I just want to put it out there. This is just a long introduction. In my short years on this earth, I've seen a lot of things, and I've met a lot of people, and I've done a lot of things. A lot of you don't even know who I am, and I like to keep it that way. I've been threatened. I've had my life threatened. I've had people try to steal my system. I've had firms try to steal my system. I've done work for all types of people, and I can tell you that a person like me is very rare. We're not a dime a dozen. Now, I won't get into specifics because I can't. Some stuff I can't even talk about because it's classified. And if the information gets out, I don't want to get certain people in trouble. And I don't want to get myself in trouble. I don't want to have an accident. So, if I can take a cue from Alex Jones real quick, I'm not depressed and I'm not seeking to commit suicide, nor have I thought about committing suicide, nor am I sad, and I do not wish to have an accident. Now that we got that out the way, let's get right into it. Okay. Some of you are confused because you've seen a lot of ads in the paper and in magazines and advertisements on TV with someone touting some amazing historical performance, amazing returns, and you too can do this if you would just send them X amount of dollars. All right? Let me break it down for you. Okay. I mentioned it to you in the other video. I said that those with the golden goose that lays the golden eggs never ever sell the golden goose. They don't lease out the golden goose. They don't sell you the golden goose. They don't even rent you eggs from the golden goose. The person who owns the golden goose only has two options. The first option is to keep all the eggs to themselves. The second option is to give the eggs away for free to those that are in need. Those are only two options you have if you own the golden goose. You are a fool if you give away the goose. All right? So with that said, I want you to think about something. We're going to play a little bit of a game here. I want you to use your critical thinking, so put on your thinking caps. Show of hands. How many of you have been watching mainstream media or listening to mainstream media, and you've heard it say that all the quote-unquote smart money has left the building? There's no smart money in the market. Only dumb money is in the market, right? But then in the same breath, you hear this. Algorithms are taking over the market. It's all about algorithms and computers and algorithms. The word algorithm now is analogous to the word boogeyman. The algorithm is some big bag boogeyman hiding in the closet or underneath your bed, and you better be afraid of the algorithm. What in the heck is an algorithm, and why is so many people afraid of it? Let me explain it to you. This first chapter we're going to call loser. Losers in Wall Street terminology are people who cannot trade. Those are losers. Losers always have to blame someone else for their failure. They believe that since they themselves cannot extract a penny from the market, that no one else can do it either. If they can't do it, then no one else can either. Okay? That's their belief system. Because they're losers. They can't trade. See, Wall Street is an even playing field despite what you have been told. Okay? The best and the brightest are not what Wall Street is made up of. It never was. What are you kidding me? Back in the day, 90% of all traders traded on the floor. They were in the pit. There was no electronic trading. Okay? There was no IBM personal computer. Okay? No, didn't exist. If you traded on the floor. That's pretty much it. You know? 90% of all the volume came from the floor itself, the trading floor, the pits, down in the dirty, okay? Now, only 10% of the people that make up the volume are on the floor. Now everyone who has an internet connection can trade, okay? What you're hearing right now is mixed messages, and it's being done to you deliberately and on purpose, and we'll get to why they're doing that in a moment. But first, let's get back to the loser. A loser is a person who cannot trade. Okay? Now, losers have some options available to them. The first is the retail loser. The retail loser opens an account and loses all of their money, or a big majority thereof. One of the options available to the loser is to start